My name is Hadarma.
Adorma.
Hadarma, and you are Nadia. That's
Yes.
amazing because I have a sister named Nadia as
Oh,
well.
seriously?
Yes, very nice,
See.
very nice. And I love these. I kind of love these events. I found out recently that my grandmother, my grand no, excuse me, my father's grandmother
Hmm.
was Choctaw.
Okay.
Choctaw, and I have a and my mother's grandmother was Cherokee as well. She was very tall for her size. But if
Yes.
I could just ask you a couple of questions about how do you feel about this kind of event, the powwow?
And it's an honor. I go here as often as I can
Okay,
to honor my ancestors.
very nice,
Yes.
very nice. So, like to honor your ancestors, that's why we like to come out here too, so we can like actually like reconnect with our ancestors. And it's
Yes.
funny because when we come out to events like this, and we get the feeling that as much as this is like for our ancestors, we don't see a lot of our ancestors out here. You know what I mean? And
That's
like
the reason why.
yeah, and how do you feel about that? That when we come in here for our ancestors, but we don't see a lot of our ancestors out here.
Exactly. So we are responsible, at least I feel responsible,
Okay,
for keeping the awareness and for keeping our culture alive. Especially
absolutely.
we as Indigenous people, we have been oppressed. Our
Yes,
culture has been tried to be eradicated. We have been murdered. I mean,
yes.
there is not much left. Anything we had
Hmm.
has been trying to, they try to silence it and
Yes.
take the kids into the boarding schools. So now, the ones of us that are living and walking the red road, as I
Hmm.
call it,
Okay.
are responsible for showing ourselves,
Mm.
for dancing in the honor of our
Hmm.
ancestors, for carrying ourselves a certain way, and for also educating people about a
Yes.
culture.
Man, absolutely. And we as Black people, we feel that we have a responsibility as well to keep the culture. We actually try to go about from city to city and tell our people, blacks and Native Indians,
Hmm.
you understand that how we're actually like the same people. You know what I'm saying? In fact, we feel like we are a family.
Yes,
And
we are.
and and real quick, because you say you're indigenous, and I,
Yes,
I love that. You've heard of the concept of the term $5 Indian.
yes.
How do you how do you feel about the $5 Indian?
It seems like there are a lot of terms that have been adopted
Okay.
because of the media,
Hmm.
because of probably ignorance.
Okay.
There's the word squaw, for instance, which is actually not an honorable word for a woman.
Indeed.
And so unless we don't educate people and don't make them aware,
Hmm.
yes, I do not like these words and
Okay.
I don't like that term. However, I understand that sometimes that's the only word that people have known.
Mm.
And a lot of people mention these names without trying to, they're just ignorant, they don't know.
Hmm.
And they don't know the story behind it. And so I don't really blame people for not
Okay.
knowing. But once people are aware,
Hmm.
then it would be a different story.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Well, if I could leave you like this, um, we are the Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge, and we teach right from the Bible that blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians are the true Jews. We are the Most High's favorite, and that we are family. You know what I'm saying? That we should not be enemies, that we should come back together and really love one another, and how you said, to protect our culture. You know what I
Yes.
mean? So that we can actually get out of this kind of oppression. And when we sing and dance, we will sing and dance for the victory over our oppressors. Thank you, sis. I appreciate
And
it.
you are very welcome. And also one more thing I want to tell you.
Please.
My father from the Bear Clan and the Cherokee. So the Cherokee, unfortunately, they also had slaves,
Mm,
right? But did not treat them the way
absolutely.
the others did. Did
Absolutely.
integrated them in the family.
Mm,
So if they had children, they were integrated into the tribe. And so one of my great great grandfathers is
mm,
also black,
absolutely.
and they and helping each other out,
Hmm.
especially with the conquistadors and
Mm,
going all to the west coast, where the native people were dying,
hmm.
from the diseases that were brought over here. a lot of the African slaves
Yes.
helped the natives out, and the natives helped, slaves
Absolutely.
out with herbals, and they knew the land and they knew where to hide. So, it was a give and take.
Absolutely, and that's what the thing. That's what we're talking about. That we are family. And we should see each other as that and take care of one another.
Yes.
Because how you say, like, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And you, sis, are my friend. You are my family. I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you.